and don't get caught up into all this procreation that goes on at university and drinking of alcohol.
Well, I'll tell you, so it's quite funny. We've just had a text in that's from someone called Spanks, who's been reading about you. She says, John, I'm making French toast for breakfast, and it's missing something. Dig a dang, John. Missing you. I read this week that you used to be a chef. What can I add to make it more tasty?
I don't really do French toast.
There you go. How about... how amazing would that be? That'd be amazing. Just have to wait to just come, what can I add to this? I don't know. I don't care for what you're eating. Do I now? Christ.
Cinnamon toast? That's nice.
Cinnamon toast. Just put some bacon in it. And,
Yeah.
I mean, mouse isn't...
You've got back on the cake, haven't you?
What?
Last night.
Oh, flipping heck, yeah, right. Now, I've had issues with weight in the past, and we were having a bit of food yesterday, and
You're
sure
having a
enough...
bit of food.
What?
Jesus.
I had a little bit of dinner.
Back it up, Tony.
Who's Tony?
He's your mate who brings the food
yeah,
on the
you're
truck.
right, I'm so fat. I've got a mate who I supposed to bring in. Do you know, I was
Bring the Rice Krispie truck in.
talking of which, now this sounds a bit name-droppy, but I was on the train the other day with Jimmy Carr, and do you know, you can hire a Gurkha for 25 grand a year.
Right.
Did you know that? Yeah. Apparently he'll do anything for you. He'll defend you in a fight.
Did Jimmy tell you that?
Yeah.
Right, I was going to say, because it's name-droppy if Jimmy's irrelevant to the story.
No,
This sounds a bit name-droppy, but I was on a car the other day with Alvin Stardust, and a song came on the radio.
What's fantastic about that really shows the mindset of your mind. That the first famous person you could think of was Alvin Stardust.
Yeah.
You're like, Mum, I'm doing very well for myself. Hang on, who's this on the phone? Hello, Mrs. Richardson. This is Lionel Blair. I told you, I'm with Lionel Blair.
I was at
I know.
I was at a late-night gig last night.
You're like, Chevy Chase, how you doing?
Oh, I like Chevy Chase. Apparently he's gone mental, hasn't he? Has he had a breakdown, or he's got a drug addiction, or so? Oh, he's a cokehead. Contact legal.
Yeah, allegedly. It's great. Or you just put the word allegedly on the back, it's fine.
I was at a late night gig and I was trying to think of a man's name and a woman's name, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't get Keith Allen out of my head, so I just used Keith and Allen.
But that was because of Johnny Vegas' fantastic rant about Keith Allen yesterday.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I did a gig with Johnny Vegas yesterday.
John did a gig. Oh, it's amazing. Johnny Vegas was just properly brilliant, as was John. And I was watching it. No, you were great. I felt really proud. It's fantastic. But you called him.
Is that why you threw that apple at me?
Well, Tony gave me so enough for it.
Yeah, I don't do fruit.
It was really funny because you basically called Johnny Vegas a fatty.
Yeah.
It was a really odd moment because you could see the crowd go, "What? Who's this
young upstart?
Who's this young weasel?" Said, calling him fatty, and he went, "Yeah, why don't you back off, you behemoth?"
Oh,
we
yeah.
were kind of sat there going, I was just, because it was right in the beginning. You sat there going, "John, what are you doing?" You know, it was amazing. But you could tell he gently warmed to you, and then absolutely destroyed you with your OCD.
Yeah.
And because John admitted to having OCD, and Johnny Vegas properly slammed him and said that all people with OCD were a little bit touched. John said something funny back. Vegas hit him again, and John looked down to his feet, and you could tell he wanted a hug. And I wanted to jump up and hug you, but that would have looked a bit weird.
I never need a hug.
Anyway, right, Gurkhas, 25 grand a year.
That's quite dear, isn't it?
That's all. Well, yeah, but if you're doing really, like, if you're someone like Jimmy Carr, got loads of money, that's all right, isn't it?
You probably get a PA for 25 grand.
Yeah, but a PA ain't gonna pull a knife out and kill a man.
Well, yeah, but that's not something you really want done, is it?
Oh, yeah, but
when are you going to need someone to pull a knife and kill a man?
Well, you never know when the situation would arise. There was an incident in a chip shop about a month ago.
Oh, yeah, and you're going to stab a man, are you?
I'm not, but my Gurkha is. I'm like, Kenneth!
Right.
This way! Thanks, Gurkha. Anyways.
To carry on this little cartoon you've got going on?
No.
Join us next week for me and my Gurkha. Oh, he's in Morrison's and he got a knife out. This way!
But that would be great.
That's how buying the frozen pizzas is.
Flipping heck. Where are my slippers? Thanks, Gurkha. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? It constantly says...
Here they are.
What?
What?
He doesn't talk like that.
How does he talk?
Hey.
Oh, that's different.
You want to step out? No, I've got them on. We've been through this.
I'd rather have a house elf.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Dobby.
Yeah, but that constant clicking would annoy you, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It must be horrific if you're a house elf and you get really bad arthritis.
Whereas there are no
and you want
downsides.
to teleport, be like, oh, that hurts.
They look like they've got arthritis, don't they? They look old and wizened.
They look like my dog Bonnie that's now dead.